Oh, this beer tastes so good.
Yeah, take a little sip of your koozie there.
Don't sip your koozie. No matter what Mike tells you.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Koozies are not for sipping. All right, it looks like...
I can't do this now. I can't read this.
Yeah, that's the point.
You got to compose yourself, or else we're in trouble. All right, YouTube looks like we're live. YouTube looks good.
Open my mind. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax my shoulders.
Wait,
steady posture.
Where's the channel?
Let's go.
There we go. All right. Okay. I'm going to say both of them look live. Whether or not there's sound, who knows? That's for other people to judge.
Keith Jackson over there. Look alive.
Live.
All right. I forgot to get a tall boy beer, so this is what I'm working with.
I
Lame.
remember. So I'm
No. Wait. Time out. When has Biggs done a 5-bagger, the intro to the 5-bagger with a fucking strong zero? None. This is the first time, Biggs, and then this is a shame on you. I'm
I know.
totally shaming on
So
you.
I know, but here's the problem. I didn't realize that I wasn't reading the intro until way too late in the day today.
Okay. And so that gives you the
Mel,
excuse.
Haven't both you and I forgotten?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So
We have.
what do you do?
I have short beers that I could be using, but I'm just going tall boy, strong zero.
Maybe that should be like if you forget a tall boy, you just crack two.
I thought about it. I was gonna do one after the other,
fucking mess.
but also they're Yonas, and I don't want to waste it on this.
Yeah, you can't do that to the Yonas. You can't. No, that's a disservice.
Yeah. So I'm ready.
Right.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Me.
Me. You. You're welcome.
Are you guys counting down, or am I just saying it?
You're counting down or saying it. I don't care.
Do it.
All right, I'll on 3. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Home by 8, Drunk by 10. This is a 5-bagger, which is when one of us watches a movie 5 times in 5 days, and the other 2, 3 probably watch it once each. Today's movie is The Thing from Another World, a horror sci-fi released in 1951 and is 1 hour and 27 minutes long. This is Brian, Mike, and I'm your top batter, Mel. We apologize in advance for the audio, video, and content quality, and enjoy.
Oh God.
Beaks, first off, man, grammar mistake. You wrote down and the horror film. It's got to be off, man.
No, here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing.
I think you should have looked at that before 2 seconds ago.
No. Okay, wait.
And caught that.
Can I explain this? I wrote this for myself to start, right? Because I thought I was reading it. And the previous one was something. I forget it was. Thriller or whatever, right? So I know you see on this, I put the brackets around the H.
Yeah.
Because I was going to pronounce it like the British pronounce it.
No.
Yes, I wasn't going to say a horror. I was going to say an aura. So that and I wrote it for myself as an aura. And
gosh, no.
Harry Potter. And so I left it in there, and the only reason I left it in there was to see what you would do with it, and you messed it up.
It stumbled me. I messed up, and it was to your disadvantage because I wanted you guys to finish your drink, your gulp. So you made me add an extra 30 milliseconds to your drinks.
Yeah,
so.
the job of the intro reader is not to facilitate the other people's consumption.
Okay.
It is to mess with them.
We haven't decided this. We haven't decided these rules.
Oh, these are I think well-known rules. So
I like fuck with both of you.
Yeah.
I
And so,
think that's new.
as the one who wrote this and changed the details and whatever, I left it in there and I put brackets around the H. So I was
You
thinking,
did.
I was like,
I-
and Ora.
British accent would have really fucked me up.
Exactly.
It would have been, yeah. I mean, I would have tripped up if I were
Uh-huh.
you. Like, yeah.
Yep. So
Oh,
now
okay.
we're in it.
We're in it. The thing from another world.
The thing from another world.
From another world.
Wait,
Oh,
are you both pretending to be Scotty?
Yeah.
No. Have you seen the actual title of this movie?
Yeah.
The thing from another world. That's the name of the movie.
I know.
Okay, so Mel is our top batter. Take us into the movie, Mel.
Woo! Okay. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while because I saw it on Tuesday, and let's see. Where shall I start with the thing? From another world. Like, where should I start?
I don't think there's any 10 in there.
There's no ellipsis. There's no.
No.
Oh. For some reason,
But
the figment of my imagination, I thought there was an ellipsis.
the from another world, none of them are capitalized.
Okay.
The thing from
It's
another
the
world.
thing huge, and then from another world.
From another world.
So
From another
first thing-
world.
I
Mhm.
can't do this. I can't do this.
It's an aura movie. Uh-huh.
All right.
Who goes there?
Who goes there?
So all the voices in this movie, like, I didn't even have to, like, the first thing I remember watching this movie was like, I can just close my eyes and just listen to everyone talking, and I would just totally, like, get into the story and feel it. Like, the first thing I wrote down was the timing of the dialogue. This was like a 1950s movie. The timing of the dialogue was like literally on point. Like, I have never seen a movie like this, because like most movies, if I put myself back in that time period, I would imagine like there's a space between two actors and actresses like talking to each other, but like the timing here was just like bam, 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 as if like all the actors and actresses were just like practicing to like get the scenes done right, and like it was like it was like literally seeing a Tarantino film, in motion. Like I like that's the first thing I noticed. However, like the other things, I was like, man, when they found the spacecraft and the guy, who's the main guy? Help you out, guys. The main character, Captain, whatever his name is, Captain Patrick. Is that Captain Patrick?
Captain Morgan.
Morgan Patrick. Something like that. Okay. So when they find the UFO under the ice, like it was just so weird for me that like they're just like, oh, there's a humanoid person under the ice. I can literally see it. That took me off guard, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. So that was a weird thing to see. And then like they were just like basically just jumping to and fro with the people, the military and the scientists. They're just jumping to and fro between scenes, and you could just like immediately off the bat, like I was just like, all right, the scientist wants to preserve this humanoid, and the military people are like panicking, and that was the whole sense of the movie. I took it like I didn't get the suspense so much, maybe because it's like I'm in a different time period, but I was trying to imagine myself in the 50s, like looking at this movie and be like, whoa, this must have been like a really thrilling experience to have, see this man from outer space or humanoid from outer space. I mean, this was a time period where everybody was like freaking out about UFOs and aliens and stuff like that. So I can imagine like people were freaking out in the theater, like, oh man, what's gonna happen next? But for me, I was kind of like, okay, this is okay. I get it. Not really into it, but I was still really impressed with the Tarantino style of dialogue. Um,
Have
and
no.
yeah, go.
Have you seen the John Carpenter version?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Okay, you have.
I saw our line group chat where Beeg said he saw it. I'm with Beegs. I saw it like back in the day, man, when I was like super young. I just
But you-
remember.
No, sorry. I just want to clear this up. I only watched this, or I only watched The Thing probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
that is
the last.
okay.
Okay. No,
But
no, yeah.
you both have seen the John Carpenter version.
I've
Yes.
seen the John Carpenter thing. I just all remember seeing it with my brother and just seeing Kurt Russell running around like with his lavish beard, lumberjack beard, like running around. And I just
God,
remember the
yeah.
the thing was like a neck slash with spider legs.
That happens.
Yeah, like that's all I remember. And
Okay,
it was in like
just-
Antarctica.
you have
That's all.
seen
That's
that.
all I remember. I've
That's all.
seen it. Yeah, but that I was like, 15, 16 when I saw it. So, but like, but I didn't really think about that movie, Mike. So I was just taking this movie in what itself. So I was like, all right, this is pretty intense. So I was just like, all right, this is weird. I'm not really feeling it. However, the part that really grabbed me was the first encounter scene of the thing and the fire. The fire near 3/4 into the movie where they finally actually see this.
That's the second time they see.
Oh, right, the second time. But
I
it
think
was
it's
like
the second time.
the second time. The first time was kind of like far away. In the distance.
It's just like a door opens and then they slam it shut.
Yeah.
Well, technically, that's the third time because first they see him outside fighting the dogs.
Like eating the dogs, right? Yeah. But yeah. I guess let's say technically the third time. Scene. That scene was awesome. I was like, dude, this is like for a 1950s movie. That scene was so intense. Like the way they did that, it was just so sudden, and that was when I started enjoying this movie. Like when he came on and like all of a sudden they're setting up or like, and he just comes onto the scene and like the fire breaks out. I was like, oh shit, this is like this. It must have been so cool at that time because I don't think it hasn't been done before that. Like that, the pace and like when the monster comes up and approaches because it was totally unexpected for me. But overall, I will say.
Hold on. I want to jump in real quick and say my first note about that scene was, holy shit, this seems dangerous.
Yeah, exactly.
But that scene, there's no way that they had any kind of safety things going on.
Right.
That dude is huge also.
Yeah, he's huge. He was huge. Like, but
yeah,
you know, the first two times, Beings, I was like, I don't know, like how we can't really compare the size of this guy. But
yeah, hard to judge the scale.
Up, yeah, that scene comes up like, oh snap! Yeah, I was watching it in my couch and I was like, oh, there he is. Like, oh, there he is. Because so this is just I felt really bored the first 2/4 of the movie. And then, 3/4 of the movie. And then when that scene came on, I was like, oh shit, this is like the thing from another world. Like I felt this is where the movie actually starts. You know, I felt a lot of the things were kind of contrived in the beginning. There's a lot of setup in my opinion. There's a lot of setup of the story, the characters that took way too long for me. And then the last part of the movie was where I really enjoyed it. There are some like things that I didn't like, you know, they're living in the Arctic and like outside there's like lamps, like there's like literally street lamps like hanging out, and like it's windy, it's blustery, and like what? No, that does not happen. Like these lamps are gonna be destroyed. But you know, things like that just bothered me. But overall, I just felt like I had to wait till the last quarter of the movie to enjoy the film, and it was good. I really the last part of the movie really saved for the hour and a half that I had to wait for that part of the movie, the thrilling ending sequence. So, but
Well, it's
like,
only 86 minutes long, so it wasn't an
yeah,
hour and a half.
yeah. I mean, it was an
But
hour
I
and 20 minutes.
understand
Yeah, yeah.
that it
Like I
might
was
have
like,
felt that way.
I felt a little bored, and then when that from that fire scene, from that point on, I was like, oh shit! Like, how are they gonna kill this thing? Like,
Yeah. The fire scene,
and
I
then
think,
like,
is about 2/3 through.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and then from that on point, I'm like, if I could just like, if they could just like truncate the first, the first two thirds of the movie, and just go straight to the last third, I would have like loved this movie so much. But yeah, but I did enjoy the last part of the movie, so that's my take on it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That's it.
All right, I'll jump in now and comment on a couple of things that Mel said to start with, and the dialogue. Two things I would say is first, like you said, if you closed your eyes and you would have enjoyed it or whatever you said, this would have been awesome as a radio drama, radio play or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of it is because I mean it's the same kind of period, and the time works out, but uh, the talking over each other, I did not like at all at the beginning, and I've
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. I think that in movies and TV shows, one problem that they always have that takes it out of realism is that nobody ever talks over each other in those kind of things. And so people like, I think, someone like Quentin Tarantino or whatever you said, or like Aaron Sorkin or something, they kind of do these kind of back and forth rapid fire dialogue kind of things, and it was done in this movie. And at first, I found it really hard to focus. It was just like so much was coming bah, 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 at the same time. It was like it was really confusing. Not confusing, but like really hard to like focus on the dialogue. I thought at first. I became accustomed to it over the course of the movie, and I would say that I had problems with it in the first 2/3 of the movie, but I didn't take the first 2/3 of the movie to get into it like Mel did. I think there were problems I had, like the relationship between the captain and the receptionist or his secretary, the doctor's secretary. Like their whole
Yeah.
first meeting was like
You mean
Was
Nikki
she a
Wilson?
was she a secretary? Was that her role? Like,
she was the doctor's secretary.
oh, okay.
So like later he said, transcribe my notes or whatever, that kind of stuff. So that was her position at the station. And like her interaction with the captain in the first scene was like pretty
Yeah.
gross, I would say. Really uncomfortable. And then like
How
late
uncomfortable were you, Beegs? How uncomfortable?
What do you mean gross? What?
Yeah, I want to know. I
like
want to know how uncomfortable Beegs was.
like well, okay, hold on. One of my first notes was, why is he so mad at her? And like, of course it was to establish that they had previously had a relationship, but like, he was fucking pissed at her.
He
Like,
was. He was.
it was really weird. That whole first interaction was terrible. And then later, like, he agrees to be tied up, and like, he's like, sitting in a chair tied up, and like she's feeding him drinks and stuff, and like that whole
Their
relationship
relationship is fucking
is
weird.
Yeah, it was
fucking
fucking
weird.
weird, dude.
It is
They were
not. I don't like
they were
any of it.
they were meant for each other, man. That's
No,
what it was.
no, they're not. They should stay far away from each other. Please, please, please. I also took very few notes, so that one stands out to me. But one of the reasons was I enjoyed this movie. I liked it. It was fun. It was a good romp.
Yeah.
I had trouble, like intaking the rapid fire over talking dialogue at the beginning of the movie, but then I got into it. It was fine. It was still a little hard to parse it sometimes. But like I said, as a radio play, it would have been great. It would have been really cool to hear it that way, I think. I'm a big fan of the expression "holy cat."
Holy cats.
I heard that. It's been a while, right? Like we haven't heard that in a while. We should bring it back.
I don't think I'd ever heard it before. Holy cat!
Holy cat! We should
Um,
bring that back.
Also, all the guys in that, I think it was the first scene when they're in Alaska. It might have been, I think it was the first scene in Alaska. And then, like, continuing on. And those dudes are all the dudes are fucking horny as shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're all talking about girls and all
Oh.
talking about.
Yeah.
What do you expect
They
when
got
you're
girls in Seattle.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're cooped up in Alaska for like a year and a half.
Something
like,
about not wearing fur coats or fur pants or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've been horny before. But it was a lot of horny to deal with in a short period of time.
Jeez, you sound like you're confessing. Like I've been horny. Like no, of course we've all been horny. Like
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that was a
you don't need to
lot.
confess.
That was a lot of horny to deal with in a very narrow window. Also, okay, my standout favorite character.
Yeah.
And also at the when I first watched it, I thought, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude?" But later, upon reflection, became my favorite character. Is that like that first captain at the captain or major or whatever, like real high ranking dude. Every time anybody would come in, immediately close the door. Like the dude just walked in. They just walked in. Of course he's gonna close the door. He's not gonna leave it open. And he says it in like a 5-minute scene. He says it like 20,000 times. He's just yelling at people. Close the door!
and says that the military needs to spend more money for a revolving door.
Yes.
And the captain guy, as he leaves, is like, "I'll close the door."
Yeah. Close the door! I just came in. Just give me a second. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I like that guy a lot.
Was he the second in command pilot when they were? Was he
No. He was.
He's the guy that they keep radioing.
Oh right. Oh right.
Yeah.
Right.
They can't hear the messages, but yeah.
He's the supreme commander of the Anchorage base or whatever, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a couple of other things, comparisons with the other movie and the base material, but I think I'll wait to get into that after Mike's had his say, probably.
Right.
I don't have any complaints. I just have questions or whatever.
I have a question. Can I interject?
Yeah, go.
Absolutely not. Close the door.
No. Yeah.
We haven't. I mean, I went. Biggs went. We haven't addressed the animal cruelty of those poor huskies. No one talks about them.
We can't confirm it happened.
No one. Yeah, and that's a problem. Like I'm a dog lover, and like they've been stuck outside in the snow. They've been on a plane. They've been buried deep under the snow, and the thing, I don't know if he ate them or just mauled them to pieces. But like we never had any closure with the dogs. Like at the end of the film, and I'm kind of sad that nobody addressed what happened to the pups.
Well, yeah. It's yeah.
That's
movie deals
something.
with the dogs pretty different than.
Yeah, and I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned about that.
I'm gonna put this out there, but I don't care about dogs. I mean, they're fine, but like I am pushing back against the good doggo kind of the mentality of today's people. I don't care.
Cruelty.
I like dogs. I also don't care.
Biggs cruelty.
No, I'm against cruelty. Sure, that's fine. But like, can you pet the dog in the game? I don't care. I'm fine with it.
Do you remember what happens to the dogs in the John Carpenter movie?
One of them.
I know.
So one of them. Okay, in this movie,
Really
one of them.
Awful.
One of them gets his blood drained. The other ones, like some of them, fight him off in the beginning.
In this movie.
Yeah, in this movie. So they fight him off in the beginning, but we don't see any like dogs getting like actually hurt. It could be special effects. We don't know.
No.
And then there's one dog that has his blood drained and he's a thing, but it's probably a fake dog, right? Anybody?
I mean, we're just assuming
I
right now.
assume so.
We're assuming. We don't know.
Yeah.
So like, there's no like evidence of animal cruelty. I haven't researched this or anything like that. So it's like for me, I never thought about that the whole time.
But
Like,
here's the thing.
I'm against animal cruelty. I'm against it.
Here's
but also-
the thing.
Dogs, come on, they're all right.
It's the first 2/3 of the movie, all we see are the dogs in the plane. They play a crucial role in this movie, right? We all agree that those huskies played a crucial role, like traversing across the Arctic, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, without the dogs, they couldn't have traversed. You're right.
And they couldn't bring them back. Without the dogs, they couldn't bring the thing back to the base, right?
Sure. I mean, that's yeah.
And then
Dogs are rad for that kind of thing, for sure.
so we're left to believe that basically when the thing melted from his ice blocks, he basically just demolished the rest of the pack of the huskies. Huskies, I think. Yeah, most of the huskies.
Why do we think that?
Well, because we saw the scene outside where he, everybody looks outside, and you see the thing just basically feeding on the dogs in the middle of the night.
Yeah, when he first
gets out of the ice block, yeah.
Is he feeding?
The first thing he does is
the
dogs are attacking him. I think.
Yeah,
Right.
So that's okay. That was my interpretation. That he went outside. The dogs are attacking him. They're fighting him. I never had the interpretation. This could be my bad, but I never had the interpretation that he went out there to eat the dogs. I thought he just went out there and the dogs attacked him because he's bad.
Right.
And he fended them off and fought them off and then ran away. But I don't remember him killing all the dogs, did he?
I don't know.
He
throws one dog. I remember seeing.
Yeah, but who hasn't thrown a dog?
Get the hell.
Okay, that was a joke.
Come on,
that was a joke. I have never thrown a dog. Never thrown a dog.
What?
I do not condone throwing a dog, but if I were an alien from another world, I could totally understand.
How many dogs have you thrown?
Biggs.
Zero. She's thrown 0 dogs.
See, 0 dogs. See, I've thrown 0 dogs.
Okay. For a second there, I was like.
But okay, when I watch this scene, I remember him fending off dogs. I don't remember him like attacking dogs. This is how I watched the scene.
No,
I remember.
I
Okay.
think it was the other way around. I think the dogs were attacking
Yeah.
Him.
That's how I saw the scene as well.
Okay. But like. Who
And of
knows?
course-
We don't know.
Of course, he's the bad alien. Of course, I want him to die. Yeah, of course. But in the scene, I thought that the dogs were attacking him because he was bad. Because they're good oboes, right?
Yeah.
So they attacked him, of course, which is what they should be doing. And he defended himself, throwing dogs and whatever, and running away. I don't remember him attacking.
Biggs, did you assume that after that scene, did you assume that all the dogs are basically they're done? They were kaput.
No. So then the party. Oh. So here's another thing. I thought that I forgot to mention this earlier, but I thought that compared to the Thing, the 1980s movie, The Thing, I feel like there was way more characters in this, and it was hard to keep track of which like groups were involved with which kind of operations. There seemed to be like three very distinct groups, and
Yeah.
it seemed too much at times. But whatever, the recon party that first went out after the thing escaped, right? And they found the arm, right? When they found the arm, I think there was probably a dead dog or two, but I don't think
Wow.
all of them were dead, right?
No, no, no. They address this. They say later in the movie about how that the dog or the not the dog the thing had like thrown a couple dogs off of him after all of them were attacking him.
Right,
Mm.
right.
So like I
But,
don't know how.
but not all of
they
them were
never-
dead.
No, no, no. I think they said there's two. There were two dead dogs, and then there's a third that shows
Later.
up in.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
I
So
think-
yeah,
I
okay.
think- I think only three. Dogs
And there was a pack. There was a team.
But there was
of,
like a team of
like
huskies.
14.
There's an airplane full of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There,
Like,
so okay. I feel okay about this. I feel good.
Which how bad do you think that airplane smelled?
Oh, by the way, Mel,
yeah,
I
what's up?
told this to Mike earlier, but I saw a fucking Rottweiler today. Never
Oh,
seen
nice.
a Rottweiler in Japan before. And I
Rottweilers
saw
are
it-
awesome.
I saw it twice. Same Rottweiler.
In your neighborhood. Just
Nearby, on the way to
Okay.
pick up my daughter from her kindergarten. I saw it.
nice.
I was like,
Nice.
holy shit, that's a fucking giant Rottweiler. And
Oh,
he
yeah, man.
he seems like a real good boy.
Yeah.
And then I rode off and I went and picked up my daughter and I was riding back, and on the way back I was like, holy shit, daughter, name? Hey, look, there's the fucking Rottweiler I saw on the way to pick you up. And he's still massive.
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
Rottweilers
can you
awesome.
believe that dog has a head that big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Dude, Rottweilers are pure muscle.
On the way home from picking her up, she always likes to look for Shibas.
Okay.
Like, I don't know why, but we have this thing where we got to look. Oh, I found a Shiba, or whatever, right? And I was like, look at that dog over there. That thing's huge. I saw that on the way to pick you up. And she's like, that's not a Shiba.
Man.
I know that's not a Shiba. It's 3 times the size. Look at this dog. It's a fucking dinosaur. She was not impressed.
Dude, Rottweilers are very majestic.
impressive.
They're very majestic and impressive.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
They're scary.
Huskies
They're
are too. Huskies are
Huskies are amazing.
beautiful.
Huskies are amazing dogs.
Mhm.
So like, but the thing is, like, for me, I'm a dog. You guys don't know this, but people who are watching don't know this. Maybe I'm a dog lover, and I'm like, this movie didn't address what
I
happened
thought
to
you
the
were
Huskies.
about to go into the whole like, there will be blood. I'm a dog.
The thing from another world, revenge. Revenge of the Huskies.
Okay, so yeah, they did not. So there were maybe 3 dogs disposed of,
Oh,
I think
but I'm going to say like 10-ish probably survived. You're right, they did not address that. I don't think anywhere in the rest of the movie. But
okay,
let's move on.
Let's move on. Actually, before Mike speaks, let's talk. Can we talk about The Thing?
The John
Thing-
Carpenter movie?
Nah, this movie, the 1951 movie.
Well,
Beeks, how do you feel about that The Thing was plant-based?
oh, I'm fine with that. I think, like, okay, I've not read a whole lot of science fiction movies or science fiction stuff, but I do remember reading an Isaac Asimov short story a long, long time ago that I think it was Isaac Asimov that he wrote a story about how, like, it was roses or plants or something, like, felt, right?
Yeah.
and like you could using like special listening equipment, you could hear them scream when they were like, chopped
When
up or
they're
whatever.
okay.
And like and so that's always stuck with me. So like the idea of plant like sentience and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I'm totally down with it.
Okay.
And like the largest organism in the world is a mushroom, and it's in Oregon, right? And
Okay. I did not know this, but okay.
yeah, it's like it's immense. It's gigantic.
Okay.
And like
Also,
so
doesn't look like a mushroom.
well, so it's most of it is underground, right?
Yeah.
And then like so like little sprouts come up here and there, and so I was fine. The way that they did it was a bit cheesy, but I'm all right with it. I've
okay.
always thought plants feel. I'm okay
Okay.
with eating plants. I'm okay with eating animals. If
Yeah.
I were vegetarian, I'd be fine with it. If I were non-vegetarian, I'd be fine with it. Like
Okay.
I've never had a big quandary in that realm. So I think tearing up a cabbage and cutting it up and eating it is like
Yeah.
we don't understand its feeling. We will never understand its feeling, probably. But
Mm.
you cannot tell me that a cabbage doesn't feel anything.
Mm.
Just because it doesn't have a central nervous system and doesn't have a brain or whatever. It's just, it may be a very, very different feeling to what we feel. And that's fine.
Okay.
And so, like, if on another planet some fucking carrot grows up and it's like, I'm going to dominate the world, whatever, it's like,
Okay.
whatever. Who knows? I'm cool with that.
Okay. All right. You took this question way too seriously, but I like it. Thank you.
I've thought about it.
Okay. Sorry, Mike. I just had to get it out there. I just wanted to.
Well, let's get Mike's opinion on this.
Wait, hold on. Are you going to answer your own question?
My own question.
Oh yeah.
No. I just thought it made sense. I just thought it makes sense. Like if you want to take over the world, I think seed-based organisms like plants is like the most efficient way to do it. Really, like I just thought about that. I was like, oh wow, because really I don't think I've seen a movie these days where a seed-based organism from another planet will take over the world. When was the last time? I don't know. I don't know. The Thing, 1980s. Yeah,
I can tell you, we already watched it.
Okay. Yeah. So like
it was called
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Invasion by Body Snatchers. Okay.
But
Was
also
that before, Mike? I don't remember.
No, it's after.
No, I think it's after. Yeah.
Okay, so they basically ripped off the Thing from another world. Then.
Well,
inspired by the same
Or
material,
inspired.
maybe.
Okay.
That was 1956. But also, let me just say, there are like genetic comparisons where, for example, mushrooms are closer to humans than humans are closer to than like another kind of mammal, right?
Okay.
Genetically,
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I could totally see this.
Yeah. I just think within the past 20 years, I don't think I've seen a movie or seeing an alien that's plant-based that takes over the world. So I don't know.
Maybe it's
my
time.
random thought. I guess it's time. I guess renew that ideology. Let's do it.
Well,
I'm
hey,
down for
there is. Okay, we're gonna. We may or may not get into this later, but in the last, it might be closer to 30 years. There was a Thing 2, right? Which is a prequel.
There was a prequel to the John Carpenter
to the
movie
Yes.
Oh, I remember.
that focuses on the Norwegian base that
I see.
originally discovers the Thing in that movie.
I see.
That was 2011. So boom.
Okay.
In the past 10 years.
I retract my opinion, I guess, or
Well,
I guess
the question is, has any of us seen it?
I haven't.
Of course, Mike has. Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is there any sort of plant life-based alien in that movie?
Well, is it my turn to talk now?
It has been your turn to talk for a while.
We've
Okay.
basically just been
Uh,
stealing your
all
time.
of this plant-based stuff is completely made up for this movie. It's
Uh-huh.
not
Yeah.
in the book. It's not in the Carpenter movie. It's not in the prequel.
Well,
because
when you
it's
say book, you
completely
mean short story.
goes there.
So do you know who thought about that concept? Was it the director?
Yeah, the producer and the director made that change. Like
Huh.
this movie takes a hard turn
Okay.
at one point
Okay.
away from the source material. Yes.
Can we just
Okay.
let Mike talk? Can
No,
we just
No.
absolutely not. And
I saw some.
Uh,
Is it Brian? Is that
it's in his beaks. And the reason we can't just let Mike talk is because we know Mike knows the answers to this. And I'm going to ask a stupid question because I already know the answer to this. But Mike, did you read the source material?
Of course.
Exactly. So the source material is called
Who goes there?
Who Goes There. So do you know when Who Goes There was written?
Not long before this movie was made. I think it was like 46, 47.
Okay.
I think it was not. There wasn't a big gap between
Okay.
that story and.
But
the movie.
okay, so it's post World War II. So of course
Yes.
all of this kind of radioactive stuff. And okay, so some of the big differences that I noted between this movie and the John Carpenter movie. I have not seen the
Okay,
Thing
so
2, the 2011,
the John Carpenter movie follows the book
more
or the
closely.
story very closely,
Right.
wildly close.
First and foremost, it happens at the South Pole, right?
Yes.
This movie happens at the North Pole.
So why the change? Why the North Pole? Why the change?
I don't know.
Damn it! You were supposed to be the expert.
Well,
I think
I have theories, but okay.
Oh
go ahead.
yeah, no, let's hear it.
Brian, no,
Me? Yes.
In the front row there.
Right here. So my guess is
Sorry, in his speech, front row.
the North Pole has a stronger connection to the USSR.
Yes, yeah, I think so too. If you said it in Antarctica, it's too far from America.
Too far from America, too far from the USSR, too far from the Cold War. That's about to happen.
Therefore, there's no reason to have a military base in.
Yeah.
Well,
the
not no reason. It just grounds it in more dire situation, or a more tangible situation.
Yeah, makes it feel closer to Americans who are going to be watching this.
I may not be correct, but wasn't there research teams in Antarctica during the 40s and 50s from Russia and Germany and the United States? Like, weren't there research teams in the South Pole,
Probably.
like during that period?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But it wasn't, it wasn't a powder keg, bruh.
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking you guys' word for it. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Also, I don't think you can have a base
In Antarctica? Oh,
No, the North Pole.
or North Pole.
Pretty
Okay.
sure it's.
Pretty sure the North Pole is just kind of ice flows.
Yes, I
Yeah,
don't really think it works out super well, but okay.
Okay.
Also, the story has a far more like H.P. Lovecraft, Cthulhu
Sure.
vibe
Sure.
to it.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
A lot of his books are set in Antarctica. So.
Question about the original material. Does it start in Alaska, or where does it start in a location and then?
It starts in Antarctica.
Okay.
It starts with like in the Carpenter movie and this movie, the ship like crashes immediately. In the book, they are just digging in Antarctica in a certain area and
Oh.
come across this
Okay.
ship and this also other thing that has left the ship, but it's been there for they have no idea how long.
Yeah. That's what I
And
remember from the. Like, I don't remember the. Okay, let's dig out this particular thing from the Carpenter movie. Yeah.
in the Carpenter movie, there I think it starts with a ship crashing, which is not how the book works. The book,
Mm.
the ship has already crashed millions of years ago.
Okay.
And
Possibly.
and the alien has been
Frozen.
ejected
Okay.
from the ship and frozen for they don't know how long. They've dug into the ice, grabbed this alien, and brought it back.
Gotcha.
So like the first like hour of this movie is the first like 15 pages of the book.
Okay.
And, like it takes a weird turn. So like the whole thing of the book and the Carpenter movie is who is the alien? Because the alien can take over.
Shapeshift.
Yeah, like
Right.
it can become whatever it touches immediately.
Yeah, that was the weirdest part
Completely
about
gone
this
from
movie.
this movie. Yeah, like I was the first viewing. I was like, wait, what the? It's just a vegetable vampire. What the hell?
Yeah, but it was a physical thing, and it was. I mean, of course, in the thing, the John Carpenter thing as well, it is a physical thing. But the fact that this movie was like one guy, one Sasquatchy guy running around was really weird. I thought. I mean, I didn't hate it.
That's not how the book or
Yeah, I like the way it was done in the 1980s thing much better. The fact that it could be anything, it could be anyone, that was way more scary, way more interesting.
Yeah.
But I did not hate this. I did not hate it as much as I thought it would.
I also did not hate this. I liked this movie, but I don't know why they ditched the question of who is the alien, who isn't. Like it could have been, it could have added so much more suspense to the entire thing if they had kept that. But
I'm just coming in very, very new to this story, and then this story arc, and the idea of the thing. What I want to go to the viewpoint of the alien. Was the intention to come to Earth basically to, I don't know, to control it, to populate it with his own species, or her own species?
In this movie or the
in this 1950s movie?
I don't know. That's totally
they
unclear.
don't know at the end of the movie either.
That's what's making me. I mean, I wish I knew. I want to know like a hint of like why. What's the reason?
In the book, it's far more clear.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. So in the book, the thing is
from another world.
From another world. Is taking over planets just constantly,
one by one. Okay.
So they land here. They can survive basically through anything. So they were just waiting to be unfrozen, and then they would
just colonize,
take over.
Okay.
Earth.
Okay.
Like there's no reason for them to, like, the reason why they would do that is not explained, but like that's the alien, like that's their adaptability. Like they can adapt to basically anything.
I'm gonna say it's resources.
Okay. Resources. Okay. Because I mean, I mean, there is an intention. Like, why bring one alien to a planet and then let
Yeah,
give that?
in the book, there's more than one. The
Okay.
whole like the ship exploding, that happens a different way in the book.
Okay.
But it's implied that there are multiple aliens on the ship, but one of them got out and froze before the ship blew up.
By the way,
Okay.
if anybody out there wants to read the book that it's based on, you can just search, what's the name, Mike?
Who goes there?
Who goes there? Question mark. And
God,
and
there's
PDF.
two names.
Hold on. Let me check it.
It's written by one guy, but he used a pen name.
He used a bit, yeah. But if you search who goes there and then PDF, you can find a copy to read online.
It's
No problem.
also not,
John W. Campbell Jr.
Right.
yeah,
That's his real name, but he used a pen
His-
name, and it's
His pen name is
Dan
Don
something?
Don
Don?
Stewart.
There you go.
Don
there you
Stewart.
go. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you're
it's also
interested in
not
reading
wrong.
it, go for it. It's about 168 pages.
Yeah, it's pretty short. Yeah.
There you go.
Interesting.
There's a few lines in this movie that just
Holy cat!
make sense to me. But yes, holy cat.
Holy cat is a good one.
More than one time it comes up.
They're flying in the first time they're flying in for I don't know why. There's a voiceover that says, "Hey, taxpayers ought to see this." Like what? I don't know why. There's that.
Yeah.
When they're gonna blow up the ship, the one guy says, "Barnes, bring some tools." What tools? Which tools could be useful? There's this one. Eskimos have a weakness for our strawberries.
Oh yeah. They mentioned about the Eskimos like handling
Yeah.
the huskies. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I was like,
Hmm.
what?
That was
Where are these Eskimos? You don't see them.
Nope.
You don't see the Eskimos.
And also the intellectual error, the mind boggles. There's some good writing in this.
Shut the door!
Shut the door.
I also said flirting in the 50s was weird.
Yes. Yes. Yo, how many women did you guys count? I counted 3 in this entire base.
3? I thought there were only
That's-
2.
It's weird,
Was there
Mel.
2?
There's the doctor and the secretary.
I didn't even count
Who's the
any.
third?
You didn't count any?
There
Okay.
are
I didn't-
0 in the book or the story.
Huh.
I know
I thought
there
I saw
was
3.
the secretary. I don't know.
there's a
I didn't think
secretary,
about it.
There's the nurse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the
Who's
nurse.
the third?
I thought there was like 2 nurses, but maybe I'm wrong. But it was just so weird. There's like very few women in this base. I don't know.
I don't think that's that weird for this
in the
time.
story, there are none.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's that surprising.
Mm.
I think the newspaper man, Scotty.
Oh, we
is
forgot
from
to
a
talk
different
about him.
movie
Yeah, we forgot to talk about him.
because he seems so like, oh shucks, and like everyone else is like actually trying to act. He just seems like he's from a different movie.
He reminds me of like the journalist that's trying to find the identity of a Superman. He reminds me of like that dude who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna find who is the real Superman," or even like who's the real Spider-Man. That type of guy.
Yeah,
And, like,
his monologue at the end of the movie is awful.
I wonder if is he a famous actor at that time? He must have been.
I have no
He must
idea.
have been.
He might
I don't
be.
know. He must have been. But okay.
Last couple notes. This is something that made me laugh every time when they're gonna blow up the ice to try and uncover the ship.
Mm-hmm.
The one guy says, "We are going to try and melt it with our thermite bombs." Another guy just says, "Oh, excellent." It's just so weird.
Excellent.
Oh yes, thermite bombs.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
Excellent.
The way he says it is so weird.
It's like the same tone as like, you know, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Kind of vibe.
There's also another line later that also made me laugh every time when they're talking about the blood plasma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
The one guy says, "How many units?" Like, why did Yoda come on here just real quick and say, "How many units have we?" What?
How many units have we? I can't even do the Yoda voice right now.
No, that's fine.
Okay, sorry. I apologize for interrupting.
And the last
Give it another try.
No, I can't do it. No.
last thing is electric flying suit is
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
the
Oh.
most frightening set of words I've ever heard.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't worry, I've got an electric flying suit.
Electric flying suit.
I'll be fine."
Like, okay, yeah, you just asking to be electrified. What the are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll go well.
Also, I think the secretary, who is named Nikki Nicholson, which
Yeah, what's her deal? Like, what's going on with her?
I think she was the best actor in this entire movie.
Actress. Get it right, Mike. Actress.
No, that's gender biased, Mel.
No, it's not. Really?
Yeah, you can call a woman an actor.
Okay.
Calling them an actress is actually worse.
According to Biggs.
Not
We
according
have
to
it on video.
Biggs.
I also agree with B.
Okay.
On my screen, who's down here.
Okay.
According to
I also-
language aficionados.
Yeah.
Language.
I think calling her an actor is
Better.
more respectable than calling her actress.
It's like in
All
Japanese when you call a nurse kangofu instead of kangoshi.
Kangoshi.
Yeah, kangoshi. Call a nurse a kangoshi, not a kangofu.
But I think,
Anyways,
I think
anyways, she was good
in this movie. To me,
I wanted to go back
the most believable to me. Like she seemed
most believable human character.
Like an actual person. Like most like the fucking Scotty Shucks guy. Like he didn't seem like a real person.
Yeah.
The captain, like the main.
Shut the door.
We haven't talked about
like a
real person. No one's seen the real. We haven't talked about the fucking doctor guys. Like the doctor was like, "We got to keep the thing alive." Like
the fucking guy, very obviously Soviet doctor.
Could we put it
straight out of the Kremlin?
Yeah, like his hat, his jacket, everything.
His beard.
Yeah, everything was.
How was he not like, you know?
Why wasn't he called Rusky Ruskusin? This is ridiculous.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, one of my notes says, "Could the main scientist look more USSR?"
Yeah. Yeah.
But his like followers, his legion was like not even less obvious. Like like this legion of science team. Like I'm like, clearly they're from the USSR. Really? Come on now.
I did. Oh, go ahead.
There was the one scientist guy, like the tall scientist guy. He doesn't seem, because he is pretty constantly with the military side of this, because there's very clearly a military and science.
The science,
split in this movie. There's one scientist when they first get to the base, the pilots, when they meet, they talk to this one guy who's pretty tall, and he is clearly with the military side, but he is technically a scientist. He's Dr.
But so by the way, okay, I got two things real quick, but one is in the book or in the John Carpenter movie, are there such varied factions? I don't remember.
No.
But I feel like this one has very clearly 3 different groups. I don't remember that from the John Carpenter one.
No. Okay. It's not in the book, and it's not in the Carpenter.
And the other thing is that whole scene with the plants, that like the flowers are like pulsating and all that stuff.
Yeah, which is fucking rad.
How did they do that?
Yes, that's one of my notes. Is how the fuck?
Amazing. That is amazing special effects. Did they like build out a contraption where they had like a bellow at the bottom where they like breathed air into them?
Yeah, they must have.
They had to have, but like incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Multiple times I have, this flower scene is ridiculous.
It's incredible. I don't
know how they did this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like, so like you said, the bellows thing. I think because like if you watch, like all of the flowers go in and out at the same time.
But also like
they're clearly all connected in some way, but still
from the distance from the center. It changes, like the flower, and they also mention this when they're talking about like the distance to the blood plasma. They're like, okay, the ones in the center are more vibrant, more alive than the ones in the outer edges, and like the breathing actually represents or reflects that.
The ones on the edge like don't
like barely kind of go, hoo, hoo. But the ones in the middle are like, hoo, hoo. You know what I'm saying?
Puppets, man. Puppetry.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know how they.
It's amazing, amazingly well done.
It's that, and the scene at the end where the thing gets electrified.
That shit was
like, at first the smoke is like actually coming out of him.
Yeah.
The next couple shots, it's very clear that it's like an overlay. Like just smoke, but like the very first scene, it seems like the smoke is actually coming out of him.
Like I was just saying, like the last third of the movie, like it was so intense. I felt very excited with the last third of the movie. It could have been a movie that was done 20 years ago. You know, those action scenes, like the electricity and stuff like that. It was just, I don't know what it was. I think it was way ahead of its time. It must have been exciting for the audience back then.
Oh, for sure.
It must have been like, oh shit! Like, what is going on?
My mind is blown.
My mind's blown. Exactly.
The when he throws the fucking, what is it, a shovel or something?
Oh, God, when he hops on
the thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm here now. It was that was
when he slides the pickaxe, and the monster just like hops onto the track.
A little ridiculous.
But I can imagine. I try to picture myself during that time. If I watched it in a movie theater, I'd be like, "Whoa! Like, what is happening?" You know. The special effects of the day, you know. So
it would have been mind blowing. I think like even what is it, 50, 70 years later, 70 years later, we're watching this movie.
Yeah.
And it was good. I liked it.
Holds up. It's not bad.
70 years. Imagine a 70-year-old person.
It
Could you even imagine a 70-year-old?
But you know what's
Can
funny?
you even imagine? Like, you just push them and they'd fall over. This movie stands up.
What's funny, Deezy, you're saying this, like, we keep talking about the dialogue. The dialogue pace does stand up to today's standards. Like,
It's wild.
it's
wild.
wild how fast the dialogue is, because
And how
you see that
how different it is from the movies of the era also. This, like,
oh yeah.
this movie is very unique in that point.
Right.
I respect.
No.
No, Mike, you cannot leave.
No. Don't leave, Mike.
Oh, he's gone. What are we gonna do now, Mel?
We can
Ah,
we can
shit.
still.
Let's
I'm
rank
still
it.
talking about the dialogue. Still talking about the dialogue, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like
You're
even
totally right.
no, you're right. Yeah, like I was surprised when I watched this. I was like, why is this dialogue so on pace to like this? These times of movies. These times. The film. So it's quite amazing to hear that type of dialogue.
It is a bit much at times, but like you said, like, the idea of people talking over each other is so rarely used in movies, so rarely used in any kind of TV or anything like that. And like the rapid fire,
back
call and response and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it is quite shocking, especially at the beginning. I thought it was very surprising, but as the movie went on, it felt very natural at times.
Exactly. I mean, in my opinion, at its time, I think it was very unorthodox, and I think it was very shunned upon, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was probably knocked by many people who were reviewing this movie at the time.
Right, exactly. Because people want that slow pace, like we want to hear that clarity of each actor.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Dialogue,
it's basically the continuation of stage dramas at this point still.
Yeah, I just think it was. I was surprised. I was surprised to hear that type of pace in dialogue. Yeah, and I don't know. I just think that at that time, I'm curious about the audience, whether they received it well with that type of pace. But in my opinion, it could have been just kind of like, okay, this is kind of weird. I'm getting annoyed. And then they waited for the action scenes to come on and be like, oh shit, like, what is happening? Like, so.
Yeah, I forget. I looked it up a little bit, but I think this movie was fairly well received.
Oh, really?
It wasn't the #1 movie of the year or anything, but it was pretty far up there. I think it was like the 6th highest grossing movie of the year, something like that.
In that year, okay.
Yeah, 51.
But also along with all of the, I think, very well done, like talking over each other scenes. Where like the one scene where like the main Dr. Carrington, I think his name is, takes a phone call while the other guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fucking so good. But there's also other scenes in the airplane where like we got to get all of these people on the screen.
Yeah.
So there's like 6 people all just crowded in.
Hot coffee.
Yeah,
talking about.
We haven't talked about it yet. Like
so ridiculous.
The cinematography of the airplane scenes, that's fucking badass, dude.
Oh,
like,
yes, yeah.
How
that's
the
very
fuck?
badass.
How are those guys asleep in that first approach to the alien craft already? There's no way they've been in the air for more than a couple of hours. Come on.
Yeah. Also,
Come on.
how pissed off would you be to be woken up to be like, oh hey, there's coffee.
There's fucking hot coffee, bro.
Fucking
Shut the fuck up.
So what?
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. Like, give me.
Fuck you and your coffee.
Maybe in 1951, hot coffee was a novelty that we
That was
just
a
can't
thing, though.
understand.
But I just that. Oh, also,
Keep in mind they were sleeping next to the huskies too. You know, so
speaking of fuck you, I didn't notice this until today when I watched it. In the poker scene at the very beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
uh,
My mind went to a few different places when you said poker, and then finally I remembered it's a card game.
Cards.
Okay.
what? Wait. What poker? Oh, the poker.
Well, the first idea was like a fire poker.
Okay.
That was my first idea. I don't remember anybody poking a fire with anything, but okay. And then I thought, okay, maybe it's a sexual thing.
Go ahead, Mike.
And now I'm back with cards. I'm here. I'm ready.
They're playing the card game poker.
Gotcha.
Yes.
And one guy bets $1,
Mm-hmm.
and the other guy's like, "Okay, I call."
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy wins the hand because he had a pair of aces.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the world would you call with a pair of aces on a $1 bet?
It's true.
The fucking dumbest thing.
It's fucking ballsy. It's ballsy, dude. Ballsy.
It's $1.
It's a whole
Yeah, but dollar is pretty big, but that's big money in the 50s.
It's the fucking dumbest bet in the
It's like
world.
$100 now.
Yeah.
But he has aces.
He had a
A
couple
pair.
pair aces. Yeah.
It's
But
it didn't hit me until today. The 5th time I watched, I was like, wait, what did he just do? That's so stupid.
It's true.
A $1 bet. Oh god. Gotta call that $1 bet.
So you're
When-
saying he should have raised?
At least.
Because even if the other guy had three twos,
I guess
the other guy
they,
would
they
won.
were they were not playing Texas Hold'em, so
Okay.
they were playing just straight poker, but he should have raised
Sure.
with a pair of aces.
That would have made the scene last too long, probably.
All right, guys.
Okay.
So we're holding the inevitable. We got to rank this movie first.
Oh, we gotta rank this movie. I've already.
Oh, wait,
I've already decided my ranking.
Are we doing drinks first before we rank it?
No. We rank and then drinks. I think.
Rank then drink.
Rank, drink. Easy to remember. Rank, drink.
Let me bring up the list. Hold on.
Also bringing up the list.
The list, everybody. Here it comes. If you tune in to either YouTube or Twitch currently, you can see the list. I'll read it off while you guys decide your positions. I've already decided mine. Number one. Number one movie of all time is The Karate Kid, followed by Nosferatu, and then The Usual Suspects, and then In Bruges, and then The Princess Bride, followed by Raging Bull, Sleeper, RoboCop, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Wow, that's up at 9, huh? Gone Girl,
Every time I see this list, I'm surprised.
Miller's
No,
Crossing.
me too.
Number 12, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, which is a movie that came out 5 years after this movie and is inspired by similar source material, although I would say quite a different movie. Then 13, Brazil. 14, When Harry Met Sally, followed by The Maltese Falcon, Swiss Army Man, The Five Venoms, The Warriors, Stagecoach, Eraserhead, Kimi no Naiwa. Let me try that one more time. Kimi no Nawa.
That was so weird.
Kimi no Nawa. And then 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and that's it, are going to be Friday Night Lights, A Shot in the Dark, Shaolin Soccer, Under Siege, Cobra, The Producers, Where Dreams Go to Die, and The Right. There's one movie that shall not be mentioned. So technically, this is our 31st episode, but our 30th movie on the list. Congratulations, everybody. We've made it 31 episodes.
Beeks, can you be a dear good friend of mine and just share that docs? I can't find it.
If you look at either one of the live streams, we're on Twitch and we're on
okay, hold on.
What's it's called?
God,
YouTube.
What's it called?
But here is the doc that contains all of the information forever.
I see it now. Hold on.
I've decided my ranking and my drink already. Of course, my ranking is a range. Because, you motherfuckers.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have a drink yet. I know where I think it goes.
I'm gonna say this is one of the hardest drink picks of all.
It is, because you don't really have a clue. You don't have an influence for any type of drink besides coffee. Really.
I'm gonna give you guys a moment while I take a whiz.
I'm struggling, Mike. I'm really struggling
with
ranking this.
Struggling with the ranking.
I'm struggling with the rank right now. I'm looking at the ranks right now, and I'm like,
I can't help you.
Mm.
I know where I think it's gonna go. Well, not where it's gonna go, but where I think it should go. Which is.
I'm gonna be honest. Our ranks are fucked up. Really, right. I feel like our ranks are fucked up. Like there's just, I don't know.
Yeah, every time we do one of these and I see the list, I'm like, oh wow, how did that get here?
Exactly. Oh man, oh man.
But I know where I'm gonna put it. I just need to think of a drink. The drink part is.
Drink is tough for me too. Shit. Okay.
I don't know what.
Okay. I got my rank. Yeah, I got my rank.
I also have my.
Drink. Yeah, the drink is the tough part right now for me. Oh, okay. All right, shall we do the rank first?
We have to do the rank first.
Okay.
Right.
So what are we doing? Are we doing on a count of 3, and just say the number?
Yes. Hold on, just 1 second. Okay.
So rank is when you would put the movie, and the movie that it would replace would go down, right?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'll count it out. 3, 2, 1. Say the name, okay?
Yep.
And since I'm live, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. Beat. Say the name.
Okay.
All right. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. 20.
15.
Holy shit. I heard 12.
20,
I heard
12,
I was
15.
15, yeah.
15.
Okay, I am by far the lowest. 12. You're saying it goes above Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Yeah, I do think I fucking hated the first half of the Thing from Another World, but
Well,
the
no,
last
sorry.
part,
I'm going to interrupt you there
Yeah,
because
yeah, no, hold on.
you did not like the
didn't
first
say that.
3/4 is the first thing you said, and then
oh
you
sorry, yeah,
you
I meant
changed it to
3/4.
2/3. But
No,
okay.
okay, no.
You also didn't rank it above the Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I meant to rank it above the Invasion. Oh, never
You
mind.
said
I
12.
said
You-
15. I said 15.
Yeah.
You said 15. Mike
Yeah,
said
I
12.
said 12.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry.
Wow. I put it at 20 because obviously it's better than Eraserhead, which there's almost no movie worse than Eraserhead.
You're crazy, but okay.
So, 15, the Maltese Falcon. I'm not gonna fight for. I enjoyed. I'm gonna say I enjoyed the Swiss Army Man more, but okay, fine.
Yo, I love When Harry
Brazil.
Met Sally. I love When Harry Met Sally.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I think Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a better movie.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we go 13 or 14?
Okay.
I could see it at 14.
Okay.
Knocking down When Harry Met Sally?
Look,
That's
that's how
fucking
it
hard
works.
pressed for me, man. Because that's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Hey! I put it. Don't come at me. I put it at 20. You bitches.
I'm not. Hey, so somebody doesn't even know where they ranked it.
I said 15. I thought Invasion was lower. Okay. I'm happy to have it on 14 if you guys are cool with 14.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a pretty cool movie at the end. That's why I wanted to put it at 14. But, yeah.
So are you saying 14, Mike?
Yeah, I'm fine. If you guys want the middle of the pack, come at me. Because I've got it on lock.
I mean, I'm crushed because When Harry Met Sally is such a good movie. Oh, but like I'm crushed that it's above When Harry Met Sally. But
So you're saying
get
that When Harry Met Sally was a better movie than The Thing from Another World?
for me, it is. But we got to go with majority. So
Wait. If you say we got to go with majority, I said it should go at 20. I don't know what you're talking about.
well,
I said 20. 14 is not majority.
I get or average.
Well, 20 and 12.
No,
The average.
no. Mel's done. Drinks. Let's go. Drinks. What's your drinks? I don't have one yet, but
I got one.
This has to stop.
Go ahead, Beeks. You can go first.
All right. So this movie was one of the harder ones to draw direct inspiration from, I would say. A lot of other movies have been very easy, very clear. They've even featured the drink in the movie. But in this case, I went with a feeling, and in my feeling, if I were a Marine or whatever, a Navy pilot or whatever up in the Arctic, I would have loved to see one of these or a whole case of these when I landed. And it's an old can of Olympia.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the old ass beer cans with the pull tab where you rip the fucking tab off and then you drink the beer. And it's just an old ass can of Olympia. And the reason I picked Olympia is because I didn't want any major market brand beers. I wanted something Northwest local. The whole scene starts in Anchorage, Alaska, so you know they're importing beer from Washington. You know it.
Sure.
So
Mm.
they got cans of Olympia beer. You rip the tab off. It's not even the psh, it's you rip that shit off and then you drink the beer. And it's an
Probably
old
would get cut at some
yeah
point.
yeah oh yeah you would slit some sort of finger open, but you'd be
It's
drinking.
one of those like this pull tabs, right?
Yeah, it's psh, you rip it off, and then you're drinking an old can of Olympia. That's my drink.
I believe it's only the beer refreshing.
It's in the water.
Yes, it's in the water. Yes. Mel has no idea.
Mel has no idea because he's
No
never
idea.
he's never
Never tried
drank
it.
or seen a can of Olympia beer.
No, never. Sorry,
That's fine.
guys.
It's fine. But
Sorry.
that's the point. I didn't want to say, "Oh, it's a can of Budweiser from the 1950s."
No, I think that's why it's a good choice.
It's a very micro brew at the time for sure.
You
So-
guys, you know what's mine?
Oh yeah, I do know.
Okay, so it's a hard drink to. It was really hard to think about it, but like
Yes.
I think about like an ice what the fuck do you call that shit? You know, in college where you had like the fucking ice sculpture, and you had the fucking Stoltz vodka going through the channel. You guys. Oh gosh.
I
It's
did
like
not. I did not interact with the mini ice sculptures in college.
oh gosh. Okay, it's like an ice luge sculpture that my college roommates and I made, and
Sure.
like we had it at parties, and it was like
You pour it down and you take a shot.
You pour
Yeah,
the vodka
yeah.
down. It was usually Stoltz vodka or some
I
kind of Polish vodka,
Okay.
and just the whole ice theme reminds me of this ice luge. So my drink is the ice luge of vodka pouring down the canal or the passage, whatever the fuck, and then you just like fucking just drink it up, and then you just have a bite of lemon, and then that's the thing from another world.
Nailed it.
So yeah, vodka. and
Vodka
ice
luge.
Vodka luge. There you go.
Got it. I also was gonna say shot of vodka.
What? Any particular brand, or just a shot of vodka?
No, I wasn't gonna lock myself down to any specific brand, but yeah, I was going vodka. Those damn brewskis.
I was
Totally.
more in line with Polish vodka, but I don't know.
Totally understandable.
Okay. Yes, I was specifically going Russian vodka of some sort, but I don't know where vodka comes from. I don't drink vodka
Oh,
that often.
Have you ever had a strong zero?
yikes!
I have, yes.
This
Is that
contains
Russian
vodka.
Well, is it Russian vodka?
That's the alcohol in this beautiful drink.
Is it Russian vodka, Deegs?
It doesn't say, but I assume no,
I would be surprised if it
because that seems like it would cost more money than making it domestic.
Yeah.
But who knows? All right, well, we did it, fellas, and now we've come to the end of the
That was the
show.
best The best part of the show.
Save the best part for last.
Here's the thing. I've made my decision, and I made my decision in the last minute. Of course. And here's the best part. I asked 3 of my 4 family members to pick one of these 4. I pared down my list to 4 movies, 4 movie possibilities. I asked 3 of my family members to choose one of the 4, and I didn't ask the 4th because he came home late and we had dinner and then he went to bed, blah blah blah. So I didn't have an actual chance. And here's the problem. So my 3 family members all picked 3 different movies. So what I'm gonna do is pick the movie that nobody picked. So perfect. Yeah, it's the last movie nobody picked. It is an hour and 49 minutes. Mm-hmm. It is from the year 1995. This is a movie recently Mike and I talked about, and there's no way he remembers.
Can you give us a genre?
Absolutely. Hold on a second.
What movies came out in 1995?
Forrest Gump.
If you make me watch Forrest Gump, I'm gonna be angry.
I don't know why. Forrest Gump's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a very long movie.
Yeah, it's way.
I saw Forrest Gump twice in the theaters.
Me too, actually.
The 3 genres. Hold on.
95 minutes?
95?
No, it's 1995, you dumbasses. 95. An hour and 51 minutes.
Okay.
The genre of movies that it would be put in would be action, crime, thriller.
Action, crime, thriller.
Which is absolutely no help to anybody. But I will tell you, here's the biggest hint I can give you right up front. This is a superstar that has not been featured on any 5-bagger to this point. But in the 90s, he was a huge action star.
Oh, is it Darkman?
Oh God, I fucking hate that movie.
I thought it was Bruce Willis.
I did. Wait, Darkman is not Bruce Willis, is it?
Oh wait, no, my bad. I was thinking Hudson Hawk.
Yeah, Hudson Hawk is Bruce Willis. Darkman is fucking somebody else.
Way different movie. No, but Darkman is also a famous actor now.
Isn't it like
Man.
I have a special set of skills.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I think he was Darkman.
Was he Darkman? Yeah.
Maybe. I hated it. I hated that movie. I think I saw that movie twice in the theaters, probably because my dad really liked it, and I fucking hated it.
Bruce Willis is a good cast, though. I don't think we've done any Bruce Willis.
Yeah, it is. It is Liam Neeson.
Is it? So it's an hour 40 minutes. This movie.
Hour and 51 minutes.
Are you
hour 51 minutes.
Right
I see a phone. What's happening, Mel? What are you looking at?
I'm searching. I'm searching.
All right. Okay. One more time, I'll say this is the movie that no one chose, so I'm choosing it. And it is okay. Big hint. Huge action star of the 90s.
Yeah.
Never been on a 5-bagger before. Number 2 huge hint is next week the Seattle Kraken open their season.
The fuck? Hold on.
And I know Mike is totally lost, but we did totally talk about this fucking dumb fucking movie like a few weeks ago, bro. It did not start off. We were talking about this movie. We were talking about something else, and this movie came up in that discourse.
Wait, let me
Okay,
confirm. It was an action crime film.
Action crime thriller.
Action crime
Thriller. Okay.
Yep.
Action crime.
There was a night when we were listing. I think we were listing every fucking football movie we could think of, and in the discourse of that, I think we eventually came upon this movie. This movie is not a football movie. It is a hockey movie. Go Kraken.
It's a hockey movie.
The lead actor is from Belgium.
Is it Jean-Claude Van Damme?
It's totally Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Of course it is, but who?
In a fucking hockey
What
movie? I've never
was he
seen
in?
this.
Like, yes, I knew it was Jean-Claude Van Damme a long time ago. I just don't know what movie this is.
1995. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh my god. Sudden Death?
Sudden Death. That's the movie.
I have never seen this movie. I'm fucking excited.
Yeah, you should be. So we, on this adventure, we have seen Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And now it's time. We've seen. Wait, is that it? Have we seen anybody else?
We've seen some other fucking
Are
action
you trying to
stars.
list
Like, what are you trying?
bad
Who-
action?
Who else have we seen? What other?
Fucking Ralph Macchio, man. Fucking.
Okay, Ralph Macchio.
Whoa. Ralph Macchio?
Fucking. Who else have we
His name
seen?
Ralph Macchio?
Yeah, Macchio, right? Am I pronouncing it wrong?
No, you got it.
Okay.
No, I think this is it. It's Steven Seagal and now Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
1995's Sudden Death. That'll be our next movie.
We've seen Ben Affleck, right? We've seen the kid from Harry Potter. We've seen Kevin Spacey. Right?
Sure, these are all famous actors, but none of these are like action stars.
Action stars, okay. Fuck.
Have you seen Dolph Lundgren?
Dolph Lundgren we've seen.
When? When did we see Dolph Lundgren?
No, I said, have we? I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no. Oh, what's
no,
that
yeah.
movie with Dolph Lundgren on the
Red
fucking...
Scorpion. Red
No.
Scorpion.
No, on the dam. Universal Soldier, is that what it is?
Universal Soldier.
It's fucking good.
With fucking Sly. Yeah.
Who's RoboCop? What's his name?
Peter Seller.
Yep.
Peter Seller did not date. No, Peter. Not is it Peter Seller? Really?
I think
No.
that's right.
No. The Peter Seller's Pink Panther, man. Peter Sellers is Pink Panther.
Yes, that's Pink Panther. But what's the RoboCop?
You do realize you're asking the two worst. The two,
You could not be asking me
the two worst people ever to come up with a name for
Who's
an
the
actor.
RoboCop guy?
We've done Bobby De Niro for sure.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, Gone Girl. Yeah.
Are you okay? You keep mentioning Ben Affleck.
No, but Bees is right. We haven't done a proper
It is. It's Peter
action.
something.
Peter. Oh, the fuck, RoboCop. Let me check.
Peter Pumpkin.
Richard Eden. Wait.
What?
No, this is from the TV show. What the fuck is this?
No,
No.
RoboCop. His name.
I know. It's Peter Weller.
Peter Weller. There you go.
There
There it is.
Yeah.
He's an action star.
Yes.
Dude,
according to no.
I am fucking looking forward to this. I'm very excited.
Well,
I'm very, very excited for this next one now.
sure.
What is it called? Sudden Death.
Sudden death.
I have never seen this, and I don't think. Did it? Beats, do you know? Did it hit the theaters that long? Like,
No, I
straight,
don't know.
was it straight to
I've
Blockbuster
seen this
video?
movie. I've seen this movie. It was probably 30 years ago, but I've seen this movie. I guess it can't technically be 30 years ago. I guess it was 25 years ago, probably.
Was it straight to Blockbuster video?
No, I think it came out in the theaters, probably.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
remember where I watched it, if it was in the theaters or at home, but I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Dude, fucking Van Damme in hockey. That's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah, Van Damme and hockey, baby! Let's go Kraken!
Fuck.
What's crack? I'm sorry that the Whalers moved away, Mel. But
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. That was a big thing in Connecticut.
Sure,
Hey,
30 years ago.
We know.
Huh?
Remember the Sonics?
Remember
What?
the Sonics?
Remember how?
Dude, the Whalers
Sonics.
moved before the Sonics, and that was a big thing in the '90s when the Whalers moved to Carolina.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, man.
Remember when my heart was ripped out when the Celtics?
Remember when I stopped caring about basketball?
Yeah.
All right.
Couple of years before.
Let's
the Sonics
guys,
moved.
let's think about the future. I'm fucking stoked about watching Van Damme and hockey. So let's do this.
Let's go.
Do this. Let's
All
do
right,
this.
we're gonna end the stream in
Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.